Good morning. All right. Wednesday is here. I'm going to give you a moment to get your coffee. I apologize for being a few minutes late. You may swear at me in the comments. Today's the day to do it. Today is the day. I'm feeling a little fired up today, I'm not going to lie. There are some pucks that are going to fly today, friends. Grab your coffees. I will say on a positive note, aren't these freaking, how do I go this way? Aren't these gorgeous? These are made by a company in Okotoks, Alberta, called Luna Lou, and I'm obsessed with their jewelry, and I love it. So I'm going to give you another minute. What the hell? Good morning. I know. I was, just, hey, better late than never. Whatever. Today, of course, is WTF Wednesday for those who are getting ready, who are maybe scrolling by and thinking, "What we're going to share what's pissing us off today." I know there's going to be some things. I've got a couple right off the bat. I can't wait to share with you. Melodyne, good morning. We're going to give people just a couple more seconds to get situated. Get coffee. We got this, my friends. We got this. Yeah. All right. As you join our coffee this morning, please say hello in the comments. Let me know you're here. We'll have a little bit of fun today. We're going to let some steam off today. That's what we do on Wednesdays. Even when I'm late. Even when I'm fucking late. I know. Morning rats. Kelly, what the fuck? Dogs eat that something that they shouldn't. $800 vet bill. Oh, I feel for you, girl. We all should have been vets or dentists. Honestly, that's where all of our money in the world goes to. Swear to goodness. Okay, welcome to Virtual Coffee Club. This is your community. This is your place of connection. This is where we have coffee together every morning at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. This is a safe place. This is a place of positivity. This is a place to be you, fully accepted and fully loved no matter what. We have an unconditional love policy here in Coffee Club, and it's good. Wednesdays, however, are the days we let our fucks fly. Fly like little birdies out of our mouths and off our chests. And it's about expressing emotion healthily. If you cannot express the things that also make you angry or mad or roll your eyes or shake your head, you're keeping it bottled up inside. That is not a good place for it to be. So on Wednesdays, we let them fly. If you are sensitive to swearing, if you do not like the fuck word, I can't even edit it properly today. If you don't like any of those things and you find it offensive, today is not the day for you to be a part of Coffee Club. You are welcome and you are included. We are an inclusive space, but just giving you that warning now. So friends who are on Coffee Club with us today, it is your opportunity to share the things that make you feel crazy, things that have fired you up over this past week, things that are making you mad, something you want to get off your chest, something you want to express. Please share it in the comments. Okay. The thing that I wanted to start off with today could maybe go down a touchy subject. What I want to start by saying, in the shift in our world to becoming an inclusive place, first, we have to identify and acknowledge the things that aren't inclusive, the things that are offensive, the things that are taken the wrong way, or things that are hurt by people. This isn't always going to be understandable to all of us. And if you don't understand it, or you don't realize why something is offensive or why something is no longer being included in the world, is probably because it has nothing to do with you. If you weren't offended by it in the first place, it has nothing to do with you. This gives you the opportunity, in my opinion, to shift. Either you let it the fuck go and carry on, or you take an opportunity to learn why. That's our choice through this. Now, we have the other choice where people freak out and call our world overly insensitive and get mad about everything that is happening in the world. And don't get me wrong, there's some things I also think, in my opinion, my humble little blonde white girl opinion, that seem like they're blown out of proportion. Why is it blown out of proportion? Because mainstream media is looking for your hits online. Okay. So we take into account yesterday's news that the company that now takes care of the Dr. Seuss empire is going to be pulling 6 of their books out of publication because they were deemed offensive and inappropriate. So you take a minute with that and you think, wow, what the fuck is going on? Dr. Seuss is offensive now. However, I am not familiar with those 6 titles. They would not be, in my opinion, they are not the top 6 sellers of the Dr. Seuss empire. I don't know. I don't have the names of them off the top of my head to share you if you didn't see this posting, but people have kind of went outrageous with it. The thing that I think is kind of outrageous with it is that it became this big mainstream media blitz that they put out on purpose, okay, on Dr. Seuss Day. Yesterday was Dr. Seuss Day. It was a day that was created in America for promoting reading and, I guess, literacy and all of those things. And it was also Dr. Seuss's actual birthday. So it became the Dr. Seuss Day yesterday. So the story of that, whether it came from the company itself or it was orchestrated from a great day to put it out for the media itself, came out on that day. That was on purpose. Okay. That was on purpose. So where we play a role in this, my friends, this is where I'm like, what the fuck happens, is that we then take those stories and we share them all over our social media. We share the link to that news source. We share our opinion of that. We freak out about what that looks like. And what happens is people continue to click on it. People continue to share. And what message does it send that media outlet? This is the story that matters to people because we've got 40,000 clicks. They're not taking the time, trust me, to read through all of the comments to know if it's for or against. They don't care. Numbers. It's a numbers game, my friends. And I feel like I can say I worked in media for a long, long time. Not all media is the devil. Not all media is out for sensationalism, but a good fucking chunk of it is. And we are the pawns in their game because we become their free marketing department. Do you get what I'm saying? And I'm not really sure how I feel about it at the end of the day or what I can voice my opinion of because, like I said off the top, if I wasn't offended by it, it has nothing to do with me. Okay? I think that in my love of the Little House on the Prairie story, that also was another story that came out this week, that they have removed Laura Ingalls from all time. I don't know the exact name of the thing, but she was recognized as one of the top authors of our time. And in the book she wrote for Little House on the Prairie, she has been removed because of content deemed, I believe, racial. And again, I don't know, from Little House on the Prairie. Reading Little House on the Prairie was one of my favorites from childhood. It was written in a time frame when the reality of our world was that there was slavery. Okay. And I get that. And I get, but there's this interesting line here. And I see somebody commented that on here, that if we sanitize and forget history, it will repeat itself, which is an interesting place of that. So and it comes down into, I think, with bands that chose to change their names and brands that chose to change their branding. Again, those are companies that are choosing to rebrand and change their companies. It's really none of our business at the end of the day. Don't you think? But it becomes this crazy swirling circle, and then everybody becomes afraid to have a conversation anymore. And we have to be able to be in a place where if you're asking questions or you're inquiring, you do it in the right channels, in the right place, for the reason to learn. Everybody's welcome to their opinion. Everybody's welcome to their opinion. But I think yesterday it felt so much like it was just this ploy to cause a stir. Tara brings up Mr. Potato Head. You know what? And it's sad. So there's a conversation going around with gender specifics with Mr. Potato Head. Now, again, I can't comment on that because I'm not offended by that. I am not somebody who is transgender. I do not know what it feels like to be in a world where that's not accepted on the same level as everything. I don't know what that is. I can't speak on it. I can't tell you what's right or wrong. And neither can you unless you are. I don't remember feeling like Mr. Potato Head was a man. It's like it's a potato that you stuck some facial features on. The gender didn't matter to me, but I wasn't someone growing up feeling that I was in the wrong body. I have no idea what that feels like. But there's an interesting case here. My what the fuck through these topics are not to debate whether or not I am for or against, if a brand decides to change its brand, good for it. Rebrand. Why not? What do you like? Why not? My what the fuck is everybody who continues to share those stories that continues to make hit, like you're going to see more of those stories. We have to take ownership, I think, of what we're going to share. If you want to have a conversation about that on your Facebook page, have a conversation about it, but don't share the link to the story. That's where people are going to continue to have it. I remember having a conversation on this about people were sharing. There was going to be a demonstration from the organization PETA. And in a rural country, neck of the woods, most of the community is not PETA supportive. So they were sharing this because they wanted to show up to protest the protest, if that makes sense. But really, all it did at the end of the day was all the marketing for PETA and allowing people to get more of the word out. More people knew about it than probably would have in the first place. You get what I'm saying? And so it becomes this interesting piece. And I like what Darlene says here. Awareness is good. Hypersensitivity doesn't seem healthy. Right? And I think when a lot of these stories are coming out, they're not giving us the opportunity to learn, to grow, to figure out the why, for us to take a step back and go into the understanding. Because if we don't understand why something is offensive, then it's on us to learn. It's on us. It's not up to us to just be like, wow, they're just too sensitive. You are not allowed to tell somebody how to feel. If I come to you and say, I'm feeling really sad today, you can't say, well, you can't fucking feel sad, Jody. No way. You're too sensitive. So we can't tell people that they're allowed to be offended or not offended, or they're allowed to be hurt by that or not be hurt by that. It is not up to us. And the people that continually just share the shit and stir the pot and make the jokes and make it work. Like, is that helping either? I don't know. I'm lost on that. You tell me. But I don't feel like if I come across somebody's Facebook post and they're making fun of the world being too oversensitive, I have to stop and think and be like, why? Why? And Trella says, when everything is censored, we lose our individualism. Well, and if we're fighting for individualism, that looks different for every person. So you can't be offended back by if somebody whose individualism is transgender and they wish there was a toy that was based more in a transgender format. You can't be offended by that either if you're not okay with them being offended by it. Do you know what I mean? It's a fine, fucked up dance. I get it. But it was just on my head yesterday, and I just felt so twirled about it. And just like, how do we, as a community, continue to have our great conversations and to come together on different things and allow people that space? Allow them the space to be, if you don't have to agree with it. No. You don't have to go buy the new transgender potato head. You don't have to. So then don't. It just feels like we're looking for things to feel more fucked up about. Does that make sense? And it's because we're in this time, like, shift and change and growth is messy. Friends, it's fucking messy. Think about anything in the world in the midst of change. There's that saying, change is hard at the beginning, messy in the middle, beautiful at the end. So guys, we are in the messy right now, and it's going to continue to be messy. We have to allow some space for that, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. That was kind of what was firing me up. What's firing you up today? What's making you crazy? Corey says, you do you, I'll do me. 100%. Hi, Neil. And again, I think that we have to acknowledge the things, the lessons. And we have to also have patience with ourselves that we were taught something. Something has been ingrained in us, put into our foundations for our entire lives. We don't know any differently. Doesn't excuse the behavior, but it explains why it's going to take us a minute to jump on board. But you can't tell people how to feel. And we can control what stories get put out there by not making the numbers bigger. What else what the fucks you today? I know I've seen a lot of posts for friends in Alberta. Some interesting, I don't know what it is, with restrictions with COVID yesterday announced. And I don't totally understand them either. And I'm not sure that they make a whole lot of sense. But I have felt that a little bit through this entire process. So again, not really sure what any of our solutions is for that, but can we take a moment and be like, what the fuck is happening when it comes to gym scenarios? So my understanding, and maybe you know about this better, correct me if I'm wrong, but you can make an appointment to go to the gym to do a low intensity workout. But if you want to do cardio on a treadmill or do some running, you need to book time with a trainer so that the person can stand beside you while you're running, but you couldn't book a time to have somebody 3 meters apart from you running. What? I say, what the fuck now? Right? Like, there's so many things that are so weird. And so again, I create this space on Wednesdays for you to be able to say, like, yeah, what the fuck is with that? And then get it out of your system, because continually posting about it in your social media over and over and over again, I don't think is healthy either, because then we're having the same conversation over and over with no outcome. Friends, that's the definition of insanity. I don't want you to go insane. We just have to keep it on. Kelly, yes, the gym rules are fucked up. They make no sense to me. Like zero. I don't get it. It was another one of those WTF moments of the week. Do you have anything before our time is up together? I don't want to ramble on too long. I think I went maybe too long. Like, I don't know. It's just I think I'm just disheartened by people not wanting to understand everybody's opinion because it's just too confusing. And at the end of the day, no matter what it is, a confused mind always says no. Just no. So how can we break through some of the confusion? Not that we have to say yes, but just that we understand. Because I don't know about you, I just want to be like, no to everything. Fuck off to everything. And that's not healthy either. What about you? Anything before our time is up that you want to post in the comments and share? What that looks like, what that feels like, what's on your mind. We talked about vet bills off the top. Those are insane. The floor is yours, my loves. The floor is yours. If you catch this video later and are not live with us, you're welcome to continue that conversation in the comments. Again, it's a safe space to share those moments with the group and get it off your chest. Today is about expressing it, letting it go, moving past it. So I will allow you the space to do that. Thank you for letting me climb on my soapbox. For a moment, if we circle back to Dr. Seuss, what is your favorite Dr. Seuss book? I'd have to say movie-wise, and I think book, I really love The Lorax. I love the message. I love the characters. I love the story. I love The Lorax. I also really like the movie Cat in the Hat with Mike Myers. The book is the book. I think Cat in the Hat's a classic. The movie with Mike Myers playing the Cat in the Hat is pretty funny. There's some pretty good saucy one-liners in there, especially for the adults, which I think is interesting. Oh, we got two Horton Heard a Who's here. That's also a great movie. Agreed, ladies. So I don't think, again, my opinion, because they pulled 6 titles, that the Dr. Seuss empire is gone. Go out and buy those books if you don't have them, so you get to keep a copy before anything else changes. It's such a crazy WTF leadership, and the community needs to think and do love. Yeah. Pick your battles and be respectful. Darlene's got no WTFs today, and that's okay. That's okay. We're still here to help each other through it. And there's weeks where you'll be mad about something and won't be. And that's, we need us all to be in different spaces to help each other through it. So anyway, read a Dr. Seuss book today out loud, have fun, be love. And we'll see you back here tomorrow morning for an edition of Thankful Thursday. We're going to talk about the things that we are thankful for. We're going to share some love, and we're going to shine some lights tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Thank you. Have a great rest of your What the Fuck Wednesday. Bye.